Have you ever been at a place where maybe you mess up or you do something you wish you wouldn't have, and you instantly feel so much shame and condemnation, and you don't go to God about it because you feel like you have to correct yourself before you go before Him? I know I have been there, and today I want to share a couple verses with you that talks about that. Hebrews 4, verses 14 through 16. Therefore, since we have a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus the Son of God, let us hold fast to our confession, for we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who has been tempted in every way as we are, yet without sin. Therefore, let us approach the throne of grace with boldness, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in time of need. Wow, those verses are so powerful. So often, like I said, we feel like we have to be perfect before we can come before God. And Satan wants us to believe that, because if he can get us to believe that God is unapproachable, or that we have to correct ourselves before we can come to God, he can continue keeping us in that bondage. And we will just continue to be in that cycle of trying harder and failing. But if we come before God, if we approach his throne of grace with boldness, that can lead to freedom. Approaching God's throne of grace boldly does not mean proudly, arrogantly, or with presumption. Boldly means we may come constantly. Boldly means we may come without reservation. Boldly means we can come freely without fancy words. Boldly means we can come with confidence. Boldly means we should come with persistence. We can come as we are. The Bible says, while we were yet sinners, Jesus died for us. It wasn't after we became perfect and stopped sinning. It was while we were yet sinners. He died knowing that we were sinners, and he chose to die for us anyway. And Jesus faced all kinds of temptations. He was tempted in every way as we are, yet without sin. And when I read that, I was like, why would I not want to go to the one who has been tempted in every way, yet not sin? Why would I not want to go to him for help, to help me through this, instead of waiting to go to him till I have figured it out? When we come, we may obtain mercy. This is not getting what we deserve and find grace. This is getting what we don't deserve in our time of need. When we come before God, we are getting what we don't deserve. Grace does not ignore God's justice. It operates in fulfillment of God's justice in light of the cross. So the next time you find yourself in that place of whatever it is, maybe you messed up in some way, or you sinned in some way, instead of staying away from God, see that as a need to draw that much closer to God. And in that moment, turning towards God for help. And that in that way is how we are going to overcome our sin, not by staying away and trying to figure it out on our own.